Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop in this edition of Redneck Ingenuity. I have on my bench a Stihl. Wait for it, I'm not telling you yet. You have to listen to this intro. Listen, I have a saw. That's a very nice saw. Very expensive saw. And we have half the case that has an issue. I have spent my entire day from 6:30 a.m. up until now at 2:30 p.m. fighting with my van, trying to figure out what's wrong. You see, I've twisted my beard a lot today because I'm having a lot of anxiety and stress. I put a new starter in my van, and it did not resolve my issue. My starter had tested good, but my van was not starting. And then one day I tried to jump start it because I have a parasitic drain and I have a kill switch inside, but I thought maybe somehow the battery died because of the cold or something. So I was trying to jump start it with my uncle's truck for about 20 minutes one day, about 4 weeks ago, and it wouldn't start. And so I asked my uncle to come out there and just help me rev the truck up, or maybe move the cables around. He moved the cables around a little bit, and all of a sudden the vehicle started. However, it wasn't clicking like a dead battery would. Okay, so it was just coinkydink that it started. Okay, well, I went to town, ran some errands, brought my van back home, and this sumbitch, next time I went to drive it, would not start again. Okay, so I started going to diagnosing, trying to find the problem. Tried to jump start it, and it did not work. Okay, so I started to think it was my starter. So I went and tapped my 2 screws of my starter together, and you hear it spin. I tap my other 2 screws with the ignition on, and you hear it click. But it was not engaging. I'll take my starter up to AutoZone, have it tested. It failed the first test. The guy wiggled the wires around a little bit, and it passed the next 3 times. My vehicle still did not start because I cleaned all the connections to the starter, where the ground wire hooks up and where the positive wire hooks up, and all the terminals and everything, wire brushed them and sanded them, and it didn't work. And then my Uncle Drew's over here one day, and he mentioned trying to do that. And I'm like, I already did that. I said, but you know what? There was a lot of gooped up oil and everything on the ground wire area, and it may be that I have to pull that entire bolt back out and actually sand the back of it. Well, shit. I gotta take this phone call, neighbors, even though it's probably a scammer. We'll merge another video. I was right, neighbors. That was a freaking debt collector. Anyways, so I'm struggling because the glare. I don't know if you guys can see me. Anyways, so I went in there and cleaned that ground wire up real good again, and pulled the whole bolt out and sanded the whole bolt, wire brushed the whole bolt. Lo and behold, my vehicle starts. I run to town, run some errands. The next time I go to start my vehicle, it doesn't fucking start, and it's been sitting here for weeks. I finally ordered me a China starter off of Amazon, just because I'm like, it seems like it must be the starter. Well, I put the starter in and it didn't work. Okay, so I took my alternator up and had it tested. I have tried different batteries. I've cleaned my battery terminals very well. I have checked to make sure I have no fraying in my terminal wires or anything anywhere. I have cleaned, sanded, and iron guarded all my ground connections to the chassis of the vehicle. Everywhere I could find a connection point for the alternator, for the compressor, for everything. Okay, all of it. It's like 6 different connections. Nothing. I'm like starting to wonder, is my motor locked up? So I took me a breaker bar and a 13/16 socket. I put it on my harmonic balancer, and I fought to turn that bitch a quarter of a turn. And you can feel the compression change. One of the pistons moved, or whatever. It's a 6-cylinder. And then I go to start it, and it's weird because it's trying to start, but it's almost like it had no fire. And then I let off the key, and I tried again, and it struggled, but it started. And I shut it on and off like 5 times today, and it started and stopped. However, there is still clearly a problem, and I do not have any clue what it is. So hopefully tomorrow, damn it, Bobby will come over, and a second set of ears and eyes can possibly help me resolve the issue. Now that we're done with that, and while I'm stressed out, I want to have some fun and cut some freaking wood, and I want to do it with some fun saws. Some saws I've never cut wood with before, except for 1 minute. I have on my bench, neighbors, drum roll, a Stihl MS400C you've been seeing on the channel recently. Here you go. our case is broken. Right here, you are supposed to have an open circle to the case. Right here, you're supposed to have a nipple that comes out. On that nipple is supposed to be a foam AV mount. And in that foam AV mount is supposed to be a plastic, what they call AV butt or AV stop. It goes in and causes the clip kind of expands on the foam AV mount and holds it into the chassis, and then the nipple is just part of the tank. Well, the problem is I didn't even ever notice that was broke. I have several ideas of how to fix this. My first idea is I had me a piece of strap metal with holes in it like this that was 3/16 or 1/4 of an inch thick, and it would have worked perfect. You've already got your brake handle, chain brake screw right here you could have added to, and then I could have screwed in one up here to make it mount like that, and then just put a screw in here with plastic weld around the threads and put my AV buff, my AV annuller, and my AV stop on there. However, even though I've had that piece of metal in front of my eyes for 2 years, I've looked everywhere I can think to look, and I cannot find that damn, goddamn fucking metalist, neighbors. So, my second option of an idea was on the Stihl 028 at the top left of your tank, your crankcase has an AV mount from the tank to the case. Okay, vice versa. I'm sorry, to the tank to the case. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to tap me 2 holes right here, okay, and put this AV mount there, and then I'm going to use the collared screw with the collar that was going on an 028 through this AV mount. And I do believe, well, chit, neighbors, you know what? I have to get a longer one. I do have longer ones over there in my hundreds and hundreds of 028 parts. But that basically goes like this, okay? There is metal. I might not even need that washer. I might put it underneath because we need a little extra space. No, I don't like that idea. Damn it, my hands don't work. Oh, my heater's still on too. It was 25 degrees this morning and now it's like 80 degrees. So yes, I have to get a longer screw. But, neighbors, I do think that will work for us, okay? And that's what I'm going to go ahead and try, because I think that will be a high quality redneck ingenuity fix. And yes, it's going to impact the price of this saw, but it's over $200 for just that side of the crankcase. And I says, to hell with that, okay? I will offer, when I list this saw for sale, if the buyer wants to pay the cost of the crankcase half on top of what I'll ask for the saw, I'll go ahead and tear the saw down and put that crankcase half on for them. But they're paying for that crankcase half. I don't want to put that kind of money into the saw because I'm unlikely to recoup it, okay? That's it, neighbors. This is an expensive saw, but based on the piston and the other small $2 and $5 and $10 and $12 and $37 parts I've put into this thing, I won't have any room for profit, okay? I also have a broken chain brake handle, okay? It functions just fine. However, it is cracked right here. I was considering just JB welding that. Again, I will offer an option to pay like $40 more if the person wants a non-cracked, non-JB welded chain brake handle. Sometimes this is just what I do, especially when I'm really poor. I just give the option, hey, if you want to pay more for the saw to have a nicer part, I'm happy to do the extra labor and not increase the saw price with my labor, but just the part for you, okay, if that's the part you want. So nonetheless, what we're going to do is turn you down to the bench, and we're going to get to work on this fix redneck ingenuity, damn it, neighbors. And then what we're going to do is, if it works, or at least we're going to test it, if it works, the next video is going to be, I'm going to go cut some damn wood and relieve some damn stress, even though I'm hurting like hell and know I can't afford to do stuff that's going to put me back in bed. But working on the van today has put me in fucking agony. And so I know, just like after I did my bathroom, I spent 3 days in bed. And so I'll probably spend another 3 to 5 days in bed, hardly doing anything. When I say that, that doesn't mean I don't get up at all. But I barely do anything. I try my best to edit YouTube footage for you guys when I'm down like that. But I hurt so bad sometimes when I'm down, I just lay there. No pillow under my head because it hurts too bad. I just lay there on my back and I just scratch my dog's head all freaking day. Might get up to cook dinner. Might get up to prepare food and use the bathroom to smoke a cigarette. Maybe do little projects like list stuff on eBay. But I can't do nothing physical. Most times I just can't do anything because the fact that I can't do physical labor depresses me. And that makes me want to stay in bed even more. So I lied to you, damn it, neighbors. Now we're going to turn down to the damn bench and get to work and teach you some badass, awesome, only Chainsaw Redeemer styled redneck ingenuity that nobody else thought of but me. Let's do this shit. The one other thought I had as an option for this is one of these Husky AV mounts, okay? I thought I could screw this into the tank directly, and then it's got a screw hole right here. It could have sat like this, and I could have took a strap of metal and screwed it to the case and screwed it to that AV mount. But number one, I think it would be uglier. Number two, I think this almost might be better than the OEM that they do with the foam damn AV annuller. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get some drill bits, some taps. We're going to go ahead and verify, even though I think it's M5, our size of our bolts, our screws there, and we will go to work, neighbors. So I did grab a longer coarse thread screw, which is another one the 028 uses, and again, it is normally with this collar, but I'm thinking I might not want to use that collar here. I think it's going to be an unnecessary additive. I don't quite know. I haven't decided yet. First, we got to get set up. But either way, we will have the length there, okay? And we will get good depth, okay? We're going to get about almost a half an inch of screw into the tank. But also, we don't want to go too deep into that tank because then we will actually puncture the tank. And whilst having the Loctite on there, we might not have a leak. I don't want to have to worry about that. So, I don't want to actually screw in deep enough to go into the tank. Okay, so let's see here. We have our screws that we're going to use on the top. I think they are M5 by 0.10, right? Let's see. No, I'm sorry. It is 0.08 or 0.8. Let's see. No, it's not. Sorry, neighbors. I lied to you. Okay, that's odd. I don't remember Stihl ever using SAE on this. Let's see. It's definitely not going to be 0.7 then, because that's too small. Oh my goodness, this weather, you guys. When it goes hot to cold, hot to cold, hot to cold, it just drives my freaking allergies insane. None of these fit. This is odd. This is really odd. Okay, yeah, this should be an M5 by 0.08. Weird. Is my shit fucked up? I took these right out of my M5 container. I don't know why they're not going. That's strange. Okay, very strange. Ah, fuck! I gotta go shoot a snot rocket. Sorry, neighbors. I try to not do that on camera, but then I realize I'm going every 5 seconds on you guys, and that just is terrible and doing you guys dirty. So I'd rather just blow the snot rockets. I'm really perplexed that this isn't an M5 by 0.08. So let me grab a different screw here. This is almost all M5s, M5 and M6, and most of it is supposed to be 0.08, but that one is not for some reason. Yeah, I think my thing is messed up here, because these I know are M5 by 0.08. So if none of these are going to go in it, it's a tool error. Yeah, this has got to be tool error. That's M6. Why is it might be M5 by 0.10, but for some reason I don't have that in here. Yeah, I think it's probably M5 by M5 by 1.0. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Hell, I don't know. I'm tired. I laid in bed all night last night trying to sleep, and I couldn't. So what'd I do? I fucking did myself dirty and watched media. That's not educational or good for me. Freaking Gold Rush. That's not a good show. A lot of media numbs your brain and shuts your ability to think and your cognitive thinking off. So, I need my full tap kit, I think, here. I think I'm going to tap screw holes. Oh, I want to remove the tank. I think it's going to make our job easier. I'm already making a mess and limiting the room I have, unfortunately. But it is what it is, neighbors. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get this wrap handle off. Or get our tank off, which means we do have to remove at least a portion of our wrap handle here. Again, you guys, I don't say it enough. Don't use an impact. I use an impact because I'm disabled. Don't use this on your chainsaws, okay? Just don't. It can cause damage. I have to replace things, not quite frequently, but from time to time. Because I use an impact and I damage threads or this or that and strip threads out. And so it does cost me extra money, but I don't have any other option. I'm disabled and I have to do what I have to do, okay? So, go ahead and get that off. There's an AV mount back here for our, is this the right one? The 400C is a little bit different. Yes, it is. A little bit different than the 271s and 291s and stuff, okay? Don't want to lose our screws. Okay, and then we have, let's pop our wrap handle out. Let's take this top one off too. Might have to take the whole wrap handle. Okay, there's that. And I am just wanting to pop this out. Our AV mount over here doesn't want to come down. Come here, you little bastard. Ow, hit my finger. Okay. Sorry guys, I don't know this saw. It has a very similar setup to ones that I work on regularly, but it's not identical, okay? Got to get our choke lever out, and I want to do it without taking the whole damn saw apart. So I have to go grab my needle nose from where I was working on the van, neighbors. Be right back. Listen, don't tell the boss I took a partial, unscheduled, unauthorized smoke break, and I'm taking, having a smoke while I work. Just don't tell the boss. He doesn't like it. Okay, I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this throttle lever out without taking this stuff off. Yeah, I'm not going to fight it. It doesn't look like it's going to work. So, thin-walled 8mm. Sucks I got to take all this off to do this job, but the thing is, you know what? Let me see how, I'm going to wait. I'm going to see how this taps in. I know the case is kind of thin in certain spots, and so that was my reluctance to, damn it, I can't even talk. My reluctance to tap these, because I might have to use a bolt and nut here, okay? So I want to have that. It's not quite, I'd like to have a more meat, but then we don't hit centered right here, and I want to hit centered there. So let me see, I might have to get a little bit bigger one of these if I have any. I think these are for the 024, 026, not the 028, so they're slightly smaller. That gives us center right there, but I don't like it. Okay, we can go down there. That would give us extra space, but then we're in that notch out. Okay, I think right there is what I want. Let's see what that looks like, damn it. Right there. Stay still, you motherfucker. Okay, right there. That's what we want. Okay, we are going to, let's see. That's an M4 by 0.07. That's going to be an M5. No, I'm sorry, M6. Don't need that one. It's too big. I think this is the drill bit we need. And then M5 by 0.9. Okay, that's what I'm going to try, because 0.8 was slightly tight, but I honestly think my thing's broken. I don't know. Oh, shit, I thought I had my other drill. Gotta pause you again, neighbors, damn it. Okay, got my other drill. Now, here's the thing. This saw is going to have to go through 20 hours before I'll be comfortable selling it. This Redneck Ingenuity has to hold for 20 good hours, okay? And I'm really hoping, I'm really hoping this works. Because otherwise, I'm spending $200 on a case half or keeping this all myself. Okay, should give us a good starting pivot for our drill bit. You know what, I didn't even check that against our tap. Yeah, that's right, but it's dull. Do I have another this size? That's dull too. I suppose I need to buy more drill bits. This one looks pretty good. A little bit larger. It's got a good new head on it, it looks like, but we'll see. Oh, that's dull as hell too. So also, this is a strong case, it seems. So, could also try a step-up bit. I just don't want to go, can't go very deep with a step-up. Let's see. I might try a step-up here. I just have to be real careful. Let's see. Yeah, that ought to get us the depth we need. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's try it. Fuck it. We're just trying things here. I'm winging it, you guys. It's trial and error here, hopefully. Hopefully just positive trial. This is a strong fucking case, boy. Oh, yep, that's what I was afraid of. We're definitely bolting it. That was what I was afraid of. Damn it. We're definitely bolting it. Fuck. It's going to be nut and bolt for sure. So, definitely have to take the tank off, and I'm going to have to position this one up a bit, which sucks. Okay, but it still allows me centered on that, where that nipple's supposed to be. Let's see. Okay, I'll have to push that up maximum. So, let's repunch this. Damn, that sucks. I was afraid of that. I should have known better. But when I'm tired, sometimes I do dumb shit. But that's why I work on my own shit when I feel like this. When I hurt and I'm tired and I'm frustrated and I'm pissed off and life is doing me real dirty. God damn it, it drops so fast. It drops so fast. Okay. Okay, that will work for those. Now I'm going to use a regular bit. Okay. I only want to go the depth of our screw. So, let's see how close of a measurement here we can kind of get. I don't think there's any sense in using that collar, honestly. Not on this one, because it's smaller. I need to see if I have an actual 028 one. I think it would do better. But, okay, here we are. Okay, I'm looking at this here. I can go that deep to my thing. Okay, so I'm going to put a piece of tape on this. So I know where to stop. Ugh. And I think that will definitely not be beyond. I've looked quite a lot into this tank and been studying what I want to do with this for a while. I really did kind of screw that up there, but it's okay. We'll just go ahead and use a nut and bolt instead. Damn, tape doesn't want to stay on. I don't want to go chase down the blue tape. Okay, I have to blow a snot rocket again. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, fuck. Fuck my life. God damn it. Went right through. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Well, it's okay. I mean, I guess with thread lock, I think we're going to be fine. So now all I got to do is get a couple of nuts and bolts here, which I have some down here somewhere. Just got to find them. Here we are. Okay, let's find something that fits. Fuck this expensive ass saw all up. Let's see. Thing is, that damn lip is there. I gotta get this tank off, damn it. Don't know, didn't really want to have to do all this work to remove the tank, but unfortunately, here's the reality. I might just buy a second case half now, but we'll see if this works. I don't think it will still. I didn't think I was going to go through that tank, but I guess it is deceptive how thick it was from the inside. Okay, put this up here. You gotta go ahead and shimmy this spring out. I did have a tiny bit of gas left in this too. I was like, it'll be fine. I'm not going to be going into the tank. But I also didn't think I'd have to undo the fuel line and everything like it looks like I'm going to have to. If I can get the damn wrap handle out of the way. Come on, baby. Doesn't want to come out. Come on, you cocksucker. Come on, why don't you want to come out? There we are. Goodness sakes, pain in my ass. Okay. Yeah, I have to get the throttle lever out, but like I said, it doesn't want to come out without me, I should be able to get that sumbitch out, though. I would think. I really think that should come out, but it doesn't look like it's going to, which sucks. I gotta take so much apart to do this. I hate when this happens. And I gotta do all this stuff backwards that I've already done. And I did get my air filters in for this, so we have brand new aftermarket air filter. Most of my air filters end up being aftermarket. My Stihl MS250s, 210s, 230s are all OEM. Because the aftermarkets are too high. Your filter cover does not line up correctly. So, I sell the aftermarket ones, but I sell them making it very clear, do not buy this for an MS model. And anybody selling aftermarket for an MS model is lying to you because they're not telling you that it doesn't fit properly. Okay, let's see. This has so much involved, you guys, to do this. The 271s and 291s, that thing will just pop right out of that groove. And this one doesn't want to. Come on, baby. Okay, there we go. Wait, no. I can't see. No, it won't come out. That's amazing. What is stopping it, though? That's the challenge. What is stopping it? let's see. I can pull my throttle from this side. Which one's my throttle? Okay. Now maybe I can get it out. Nope. I'm just going to have to take all this little bitty stuff off, find the right bits. It's kind of what's discouraging me is, oh, I guess I can use a flathead on this. I didn't know that, but it's probably not going to come out. You got to do this to remove the choke lever. This little screw has to come out. You guys can still see, right? Okay. Again, a video I thought would be, see, that's why I don't want to do this shit. Damn it, a video I thought was going to be, you know, 20 minutes long, tops. It's turning out to be an extremely long video. Okay, and then we remove our choke lever from that notch out of our switch. Okay, get that out of the way. Now we can take this air filter base out. I believe on this one I found it was easier to remove the whole rubber with it. Yes, it is. Okay, put it off the other side here. Okay, and that comes off. Set that aside. Pull your carburetor from its seal. Set that aside. Now we can get our lever out, which is sad that we had to do all that. We have to take our tank vent or tank line out, which again I thought I would be able to just shimmy things a little bit, but nope. Okay, come on, fuel line. Now what's catching you? It's in this AV mount still. I'm fucking everything up, making a mess. Because now I'm distracted and frustrated with my fuck up. Okay, there we are. Here we are. There. Okay. Now, let's get our AV mount on with our nuts and bolts. Use a nice short one here. Let's see here. I want to use the thicker ones, but I don't know if the nuts fit them or not. Let's find out. Okay, there we go. So there's one. And then hopefully I have one more of those thicker ones. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Ah, shit. Okay. Need a nut for that. Here we are, I think. Yes. Okay, I want to grab a washer for both sides. So 2 more washers. Okay. And we're going to go washer through the AV mount. Through the other side. Oh, that's in the spot I can't get the fucking nut on. Are you kidding me? Just my fucking luck. We're going to have to put the nut on the outside on that. That sucks. That's kind of annoying. Which means I can't do the washer either. No, I cannot. I do not like that. This is not going as planned at all. Not at all, neighbors. The nut doesn't even fit in, or the screw doesn't even fit in there. I'll be fucking damned. Fuck. Fuck. Come on. Well, we might have to go to a plan B here. Might have to do that idea. Because I can tap right there. Okay. Put a strap. Okay. And then buy the 2 parts that I need that I don't have. Which is going to be like $50. I'm trying to see if there's any other way I can fix my fuck up. I don't want to have just one. You know what? I wonder if. I wonder if. Let's see something here. I'll bet you. Down here. That would be able to. A screw like that would be able to catch hard. So I have this one. I thought I kept the short one over here too. Maybe not. Let me see what I've got in this container. Should have something that's viable. It's probably too short or too thin. Yes. Too thin. That's going to be too long. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be too long. It's probably also too long. Or too thin, I mean. But I could cut this down. Could cut this down some. Actually, no, it won't be too long. Well, no, it won't be too long because we have the AV buff here. Which I'd have to drill that through that. Damn it. Did myself real dirty, you guys. Oh, is that a fucking T25? It is. Fuck. I am just striking out, you guys. This is my fucking life, though. I did myself dirty on this one, however, but it's just a bad luck that I got this saw like this. Shit, I'm going to the wrong fucking hole, too. God damn it. Ah, god damn it. Now I'm not having fun anymore. Now I'm just pissed off. Honestly, just fucking pissed. Fucking pissed, man. I thought I got a good deal on the saw and just started finding all kinds of problems with it when I put it back together and didn't even notice them when I was tearing it apart. That's why it became one of my priorities. See if we can ruin our case some more. Yeah, that will work. I mean, it's tight. She's tight. Yeah, that's really tight. I can't even turn this thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, now my other one's not lining up. Let's see what we can make happen here. Of course, it's going to be a little bit difficult on this one because it's a fucking Phillips head, and I hate Phillips head. Let's see here. I got this Phillips, but I'd like to use a better one. Don't see my fucking things that hold these. Oh, now I'm just overwhelmed, guys. I'm overwhelmed with everything that's on the bench, and overwhelmed with my fuck up, overwhelmed with the fact that I'm tired, overwhelmed with the fact that I can't sell saws right now. And I'm not enjoying my passion. I'm, you know, Curtis, it's not a passion for me working on saws lately. It hasn't been since before you came to the channel even. The passion just isn't there because I have so much adversity in working on saws. And what happens to me in selling saws and everything has just not gone well for me for a long time now. Get that straightened out. And again, it seems like there's going to be no room for my fucking nut. That's crazy. I cannot believe it. I just should. I knew I should have took the fucking tank off. You guys heard me. So let me do this. Okay, damn it. It slipped down. Okay, we got it. Okay, yeah, there, we're nice and tight. Okay, Phillips head is not good, so I just want to feel how it is by hand. Should have put Loctite on it too, damn it. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, now this final screw, damn it, on our tank. Let's get our tank back on. I cannot forget fucking Loctite on this bitch. And lots of it. Okay. Then I think I'm going to just give it a whirl and say, fuck it, give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? It comes off, and I have to buy the case half, okay? And we wasted some time, but we tried, right? We tried something different, something we've never done before. And if we run into this problem in the future and we want to save somebody some money, we have some solutions to look at, okay? So it's not a total loss if it doesn't work out. That's my positivity for the day, okay, neighbors? Seems like the newer the saws get, the harder everything is to get together. They make it more difficult to work on because they don't want you to be able to work on your own chit, number one. And number two, when your chit is fucked up and it costs so much money to have it worked on, they want you to buy new chit. That's how it works, neighbors. Oh, my fuel line came out. You son bitch. You son bitch. Damn it, neighbors. The fuel line popped back out of its little teeny tiny hole that it has to go through. On the other saws, that hole is a lot bigger. The 271s, 291s, 311s, 391s. You get a lot more space to work with this shit. Not on this shit. Not on this 400. She's a tight doozy. There we are. Got our fuel line back up. Got that in place. Got our AV mount in. Okay, let's move this shit out of our way and get our fuel line in its home before we continue. Don't know how long we're at, neighbors, but it's okay. It's an interesting video to say the least. A $200, $250 case or Redneck Ingenuity is something to do with the title of this video. And with that, I really want to put the aftermarket AV on this. I mean, this is in really good condition, but the aftermarkets are rubber. But that's the other thing. I had to do a patch on the handle too. Oh, and it didn't hold. See, guys, you guys, this is broken. This is broken. This is redneck. This saw's not worth shit for money. So I'll probably end up fucking keeping it. Honestly, I thought that would take. Okay, I thought it would take, but it didn't. I really thought that weld would take. The only way that's going to work is if I build it up all the way around, which I might have to. That might be what we have to do. Okay, I don't know yet. It's surprising I didn't notice all these breaks when I fucking built this saw. Tore it down and built it, and I didn't notice none of this shit being broken. The chain brake handle was the only thing that was obvious, but I didn't even notice it at first, honestly. I should have, because it was an obvious fucking break. There was a fucking entire piece missing. Okay, this saw's a fucking nightmare now. Not having fun anymore, guys. I think I'm gonna have to eat the cost of the saw and keep it, which sucks, because I'm not selling this saw for $200 fucking dollars. There's no way in hell. And I don't really want to part a saw like this out. It's too good of a saw. I mean, just oh, this is such a pain in the ass to get back in. I'm really struggling more than I usually do. Every time I get it right close, something else goes wrong. That's my life, though. Okay, go ahead and get that in there. We can push our spring in. Maybe. Okay, get our tank together. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, pop that where it needs to be. Let's get some fucking screws in this bitch real quick so it doesn't come apart on us. So we'll start on the side here and just get a couple in. Okay, 1, 2. We'll flip her up. Go ahead and put this screw up top real quick. Loctite this one. Okay, and then where did our tank screw go? Okay, I was afraid that Loctite was going to run off that much, but that's why I wanted it to start setting a little bit. So I'm going to add a little more. And I'm really desperately hoping this seals up the tank. I might have to go through and do like put some JB Weld inside the tank, but I don't know yet. I won't know until I know. That's the problem now, is I had all those broken parts, but now I have a hole in my tank. It's not hard to fix that hole, but still I have to disclose. But the nipple was broken anyway, so yeah, I guess I'm not any further back than I was before, because the tank had a broken nipple. And so on a saw that didn't have the case broken here, your tank still does no good. Yeah, that tightens up real nice. And I think that will actually, I mean, it's a little ugly, you guys, but once we get the clutch cover on, let's see here. Once we get the clutch cover on, yeah, you still see it, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I really don't. I just thought that would be the best option. It just seems like it would provide the right anti-vibration, and I almost think better than that foam OEM shit. Okay, it's freaking foam, like that little star one you just saw. It's the same kind of material. Okay, let's see. So carburetor goes this way. What happened to our wires that they don't reach? Oh, I see. Got stuck around our choke lever there, or our throttle linkage there, lever, damn it, whatever it's called. Okay, that sits up in there like that. Push our carburetor in, make sure it goes into our fuel line as well. Everything's lined up. Very good. Let's go ahead and add the air filter base and whatever else this is actually technically called, by putting one of those in, and then you can gently, well, not gently, but kind of work this one in by kind of prying backwards with it. There we go. Okay, and then lift your carburetor up, and this will slide into place. Make sure it's in place. Our throttle linkage is in. Let's go ahead and get our choke lever on. Here is our tiny little holder. This is one thing they've changed. The very similar setup, 271, 291, 311, 391s. Adding this to the choke lever is awesome, because I get a lot of nearly complete or all complete 271s and all those saws I just mentioned. I get a lot of them where, let's see, this goes this way, this way. I get a lot of them to where the choke lever is gone. And it's because I don't think they're just designed super well. Okay, let's see here. Why can't I get you into your hole? I might have had to do this with it partially back. Here we go. You do. Okay, and then put that in its groove. We do have to snap it down in there still. Okay. And then what we do is, this has got a little place it seats, and it just holds that throttle linkage in. Just a tiny little screw. Teeny tiny little screw. Okay. Coarse thread screw, so it's kind of like a self-tapping. Tighten that up, and I don't think that would ever go anywhere really unless you take it out. Don't think it needs Loctite. Okay, now let's put our two 8mm back on. How long are we into this video? Oh my goodness, see, another hour of the day gone, almost 45 minutes, guys. If I don't edit a bunch, which I don't intend to, really. It's a damn 400C. I mean, this saw is kind of cool. It's fascinating. A lot of the new Stihls, I love the style of them, and there's just a few of them that really stand out to me because the way they run and the way they look and their AV system. I really like this is like the 261 style cover, and I think that's just sexy as hell on a saw. I don't know. It's just sexy to me. Oh, FYI, I ordered some merch, and guess what, guys? My price is pretty much what you guys pay as well, and then they rape us on shipping. And so I found other platforms that you can use for merch with YouTube, and I noticed on Teespring, if you guys, I don't know if it happens to you guys, but when I'm in my store and I click let's say I want a large hashtag persevere sweater, and I want it in white, and then I want, but if the color it's showing next to that, it shows up in your shopping cart as gray still. So say Heather Gray is what's showing on that item where you add, and then you click add variation and click red, it still shows gray in your cart. And I'm like, but then if you go to your cart and you want to make changes, it ends up making you start all over again. It tells you your cart's empty, and that might just be my technology, but I don't know, guys. Yeah, this handle will definitely have to, something will have to happen with this handle. But, you know, I think this handle, it looks very similar to like the 362. A 271 handle looks very similar to this as well. So I'm going to look if any of my other handles are the same. The only thing I noticed different is there's like a nipple right here on this handle, and I don't think my other ones have that. So we'll see what we have available in the other shop at some point. Okay, so we got that done. I am going to have to go grab an air filter, and then we'll grab a bar and chain. Let's grab us a 3/8 20-inch bar and chain. And I did not dual port the muffler yet, but we're going to. This intake, I do think I might open it up. I might take this portion right here out. At least that. And I might take this one too, or maybe just these two or something. I might do something. We'll see how it runs stock like this. I did do a base gasket delete, however. Our squish was, I think, damn, what was it on the saw? 28 thou, or wait, no, maybe we couldn't do a base gasket delete. I don't fucking remember. You know what, guys? I'll have to look at footage. I don't think I was able to do base gasket delete on this. Okay, my bench is a mess. Let's put our chain catch back on and the rest of our screws back in real quick here. Okay. I mean, as I'm moving the saw around and feeling this, I like it. I just like it. I don't know. I think it's going to work really well. I've been thinking about this for several days now, honestly. Several days I've been contemplating this, what I want to do. Okay, let's see. I always forget which one's the long one, which one's the short one. Yeah, I think I did that backwards. Don't know. Either way, they're in. And how do I have an extra screw? What did I miss? Oh, my tank, my spring back here. Okay, so let's drop that in. Push that over. Go ahead and mount that in there. This is screws I brought over. That's what I brought over. Okay, I'm going to go grab the last couple of things we need. Air filter and a bar and chain. Okay, I'll be right back, neighbors. Okay, so here is the deal, neighbors. I had a neighbor from down the road stop by whilst he was walking his 175-pound jet black Great Dane with big old floppy ears. Just the politest, nicest, calmest dog you've ever seen, even when he was a puppy. He's still a puppy. He's only about a year, maybe 14 months if I remember right. But Rob walks with the dog and his hand is up here like this on the dog's back, no leash. And to see them walking up and down the road and how well behaved that dog has just naturally been is incredible. Angel always wants to play with him, but unfortunately Rob talks about Goober needs a playmate, and I say, well, you can bring him down here to play, and then he makes all kinds of excuses. But either way, whilst he was here, I put on our air filter, I put on our bar and chain, and it's kind of interesting. Our air filters, I ordered 6 of them, and they were wrapped with so much plastic wrap, you would think it was drugs that somebody had mailed and was trying to conceal the smell of. Kind of interesting. Deep six that chit, Rob Weaver. The other thing was my chain seems to be, my clutch seems to be spinning with my chain, but I'm hoping my bearing has just been sitting and might have grit in it or something. I'm hoping it's just my bearing will let go, loosen up with the grease and everything that's on it when we fire the saw up. Sometimes I have this situation, sometimes firing the saw up works, sometimes it doesn't. But we're going to see. The other challenge I have, you guys, is I don't have any big wood to cut up. I'm going to have to cut down a tree. But I'm going to take this saw down to the road, and I've got a bunch of little stumps and stuff I got to cut up. And there are 2 dead trees, but I don't love using a saw like this to do dead trees. I like to use one of my Ugly Bettys, like my Ugly Betty 021 I got for real cheap right now. It's for sale. Don't tell the boss I'm smoking again while I work, neighbors, please. So anyways, though, I'm just going to let you guys see the saw fire up if she's going to. Oh, by the way, I put gas in it and I set it on the table outside whilst I had a banana break and a pee break and a water break, and no gas came out. And then I had it on the side here while I had a put shit apart break or put shit away break, gas and oil and other tools. I'm slowly putting my tools away from working on the van today. And still no gas has come out. So I think we're good there. We just have to cut with the saw, see how this holds up, see if it rattles apart, and go from there. So this video is going to end with the saw starting, hopefully. Let's see what happens, neighbors. Okay, it fired. It's an M-tronic, so I thought it clicked up by itself. Yeah, I gotta look up. I always forget. I should know by now the tuning procedure for these things. I have it written down. I should know it. There's 2 procedures you do to set your high and low. So I gotta go do that, and hopefully the saw is gonna be okay. But you saw the chain is spinning, so I might have to go in there and figure out what's going on. Is our bearing dirty, or do we need to replace it? So that's gonna be it for this episode. But no fret, neighbors. I am going to turn the camera on if I cut with this saw, and we'll do some cutting with it. So be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle, especially me, neighbors. I say that, but yet there's people in other countries that don't have homes and eat out of the garbage. So Chainsaw Redeemer is blessed, even though his life is really hard. Okay? I love all 8 billion of you, neighbors, even though that's a fucking lie. Even though I suck at it. But I'm going to keep saying it until it comes true. Till next time, damn it.